Welcome to another video in the JavaScript tutorial series, and in this video we'll be looking at data structures, specifically arrays. Now arrays are the most commonly used data structures, no matter in which programming language you go. Arrays are the most commonly used in manipulated data structures. Now what is an array? An array simply means a list of elements, that's all. There's a certain syntax to it which I'll be coming to in a while, but all that you need to know is it is a list of elements that contain strings, numbers, and so on. So let's just define, or let's just create an array here. Let animals equals, let's give it koala, then an orangutan, and then Shiba Inu, sorry, then what shall I give? Yes, a red panda, and finally hamster. Okay, why not? Alright, so here we have defined a list of elements named animals, which is stored in this particular variable, and as you can see, these are comma separated values stored in two square brackets. So this is the syntax of an array, and this is common in almost all the programming languages. So this is how you actually define an array or create an array in most programming languages. So yeah, that's all there is to arrays. There's nothing very complex, but that's not the end of this video. I'll be going through some ways and specifically methods and ways to manipulate arrays. Arrays. To manipulate arrays, you'll be using some methods and some syntax, which we'll be looking over here. So now let me just console.log animals of, let's say, a 0. Alright, so let's see what it prints. Let me just clear this up and let me just run this again, and we see a koala. As you can see, 0, we have indexed animals with 0 and we get koala. So as you can see, the array indexing starts from 0 and ends till the last element, which is a 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So normally you would go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but in programming you generally start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes sense? Yeah. That's if you just give a 2, then we should be getting a Shiba Inu, and there we go, we get a Shiba Inu. And you can index elements like this. If you wish to get the last element and you don't know the length of the array, then you can just be doing animals dot length. All right, now the length property actually returns the length of this particular array, and in this case it will return 5, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 elements, and this animals dot length here returns 5. So if we wish to get the last element, which starts from 0 to 4, and the last element is 4, we'll have to subtract it with 1, because the number we are getting here is 5, and the last index, that is 4 in this case. So in order to get 4, we'll be subtracting it with 1. So let's just run this and see what we get. And there you go, we get a hamster. That's the last element. So pretty good so far. We can do quite some stuff with arrays, and we've seen the basic stuff, but let's just try adding new elements to the array. Let's just clear this off and see what we can do. Okay, so we'll just try push first. Animals dot push. Let's just push another animal. Let's say what, let's say a rodent, just for the sake of filling it up. Alright, so yeah, and let me just console.log animals. Alright, so this should have rodent at the last. So as you can see, we have rodent at the last, which means that the push method here pushes this particular element to the last place. So wherever the array ends, that's the place where this particular element is put. And now we'll be looking at a second variable called, let me just keep it like this. Yeah, let me just give a second let me just use a second method called pop, which, like it tells, or pops the element of the array. This one accepts no parameters, and in this case we will be getting only these elements because we are adding rodents to the array and we are again deleting the last element. Yeah, pop actually deletes the last element of the array, like push does it for the inserts the element to the last. Pop actually removes that particular element from the last. So yeah, let's just run this and see what we get. And as you can see, we have rodents, but when you as soon as we pop the element from the array, we have no rodents in this particular array. So pretty useful to manipulate arrays, pretty useful methods. Now let's see, we already looked at length, but let's see slice. Now assume that if you wish to split the array up into multiple arrays, and you have a certain logic that you need to follow. So animals 2, let me just split this array up into another array, slice 0 and a 3. Alright, so let's see what we get. We'll just clear the console off for now and see what we get. Yeah, so okay, I have to print this array log animals 2. Alright, so I'm sorry. Yeah, I just have to do it on the animals array. So animals.slice means that you'll be referring to this particular array animals and you'll be slicing that array. So let's see what we get. Okay, so we get koala, orangutan and Shiba Inu. Now what has happened? So koala refers to 0, that we are starting as at the 0th position, that is koala, and we should be getting the third element, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. We should be getting red panda 2, but we are just getting Shiba Inu here, which means that this is exclusive. This number, the last number that you provide as a parameter here for slice, is exclusive of that element. So if you wish to have even red panda included, you'll have to write 4 here. And if you wish to return the whole array, you'll be giving a 5. So this is how it pretty much works. There's nothing much to it. Just have to remember the syntax. It is pretty useful when you wish to manipulate arrays. And let's just see what this returns. As you can see, the starting is orangutan. We have the starting is at orangutan, which is at index 1. And the ending is at red panda, which refers to the 4th element, that is we are referring to the hamster element, but this is exclusive, so we'll just include till red panda. Okay, so we'll be looking at one more method before wrapping this video, and that will be called as splice. Alright, so for splice, what we'll be doing is we will be actually deleting multiple elements from this array. So let's say we wish to delete multiple elements from this array from a given starting point. So how will you do this? We will be doing that with splice. Alright, so it accepts 2 parameters. The starting, the first parameter, which denotes the starting of this particular array, that is the koala. So, and the ending, and the second parameter is the number of elements we wish to delete. So in this case, I wish to delete 3 elements, that is the first 3 animals I wish to delete from this list. So I just wish red panda and hamster to remain in this particular array. So if you just run this and see the array, we'll just be getting red panda and hamster. So as you can see, we take the first element as the first parameter which we wish to delete, along with the count of elements. So we wish to delete the first 3 elements, then we'll be using 0 and 3. So if we wish to delete from say 1 to 2, I mean, like if we wish to delete orangutan and Shiba Inu, then we'll be doing this. Let's just run this and we get koala, red panda and hamster. Koala remains, red panda and hamster. So pretty much this pretty much it, but not very complex. Splice also does insertion, but that will not be included here since this video will get pretty big, but they're all very easy. You can just go to documentation websites like WCT Schools or Mozilla and see what you can find from those array methods. Like there are a lot more methods with it than just these 4 to 5 methods that I've discussed in this video. But yeah, just if you're interested in checking this out, just please go to WCT Schools or other websites like those which provide good documentation, and you can actually just discover your own discover a lot more methods which you can use along with arrays. So that's it for this video. Thank you.